Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. That girl in the floral shirt, pushing her old school bicycle through the narrow alley, didn't just dominate everyone's phone screens last winter, she rewrote the standard of what retro beauty means. When Guo Yuken lifted her eyes and smiled in return to the 80s and grow old together, the live bullet comments exploded instantly, flooding the screen with "so beautiful it hurts, who could have predicted it?" The same girl who once had only 3 minutes of screen time in A Journey to Guochin now rises like a quiet tide, breaking how the short drama circle and becoming the secret code for guaranteed viewership. Even more unbelievable, her upcoming drama with Wong Hi Osin hasn't aired yet, but reservations have already rocketed to 296,000. In this chaotic era of fast-paced content, a short drama that can make the audience lock their screens in advance, you can count those on one hand. Guo Yuken's acting is like a hidden blade wrapped in soft wool, gentle at first glance, fatal the next. During the filming of Return to the 80s, she got into a stubborn argument with the props team. The heroine knits with bamboo needles, not plastic ones, she insisted. The camera can't even see them, but she refused to compromise because in her heart, the girl from the 80s deserved authenticity. Her fingers were up raw, tiny cuts blooming like red threads along her skin, but she still held on to those 20-year-old bamboo needles. And because of that stubbornness, the trembling in her fingertips when she patched a hole in an old sweater carried the exact strength, rigidity, and grit of an 80s factory. The audience has sharp eyes, razor sharp, someone wrote in the comments. When she tucked her hair behind her ear, her pinky finger lifted ever so slightly, exactly like my grandma in her youth. That kind of softness, only Omian who understands the weight of time connected out, and just like that, Guo Yuken didn't just portray a character, she awakened memories buried in 1,000 households. She stitched warmth into the cold winter screens. She turned retro into romance, nostalgia into sweetness, and the simple lift of a winky finger into a national heartbeat. This winter, she didn't just go viral, she went straight into people's hearts. Wong Hi Osin has practically unlocked a new dimension of the expressionless CEO. Have you ever seen an actor who can perform using only his eyebrows? Last year in The Cipher of Secret Crush, he held a coffee cup and sneaked a glance at the heroine. His face stayed calm, cold as ever, but when the camera zoomed in, that tiny tremble in his pupils was enough to send the Elliot comments into complete chaos. Help! This man's eyelashes are casting spells, and this time, in the new drama trailer, when he shielded Guo Yuken with one hand and stepped backward, the sharp line of his jaw tightened like a bowstring. Within minutes, fans of the original novel are pulling all-nighters, changing their avatars. This is what Lu Jian should look like, the man who tore up divorce papers for 3 years. Cold, restrained, and sinfully hot, but the real magic happens on set. In one behind-the-scenes clip, Guo Yuken suddenly grabbed his tie without warning. Wang Haozhen didn't even blink, he just flipped his hand, pinned her against the wall, and leaned in with a tension so electric that the entire set froze for a second. Behind the monitor, the director slapped his thigh and he meant, This is the spark I want, fire colliding with a saline. The more controlled he is, the more alive she becomes. The audience will be addicted, and he was right. Their chemistry doesn't feel performed, it feels discovered. Yifi writes romance the way a sergeant handles RT, precise, painful, and devastatingly awful. 12 years ago, in Kiss Me Wrong 55 Times, she invented the glass candy formula, sweet on the outside, shattering on the inside. A top-tier and a small-time screenwriter enter a contract marriage, secretly loving each other for 10 years, both too afraid to confess. Millions of readers punched their pillows at 2 a.m. in the new drama's trailer. There's one stroke of genius. A wealthy socialite mocks the heroine's worn-down heels. The camera cuts, and suddenly the male lead is holding out a pair of crystal high heels, raindrops sliding across the tip, sparkling like tears. Someone refuses to shed. That one moment alone broke thousands of hearts. But the book fans, they're the real savages. On the day the drama was officially announced, veteran fans immediately edited comparison DS 2016 animated Lu Jian, blue-haired cool guy, 2018 live-action version, arrogant CEO in a suit, 2025 short drama Wong Hi Osin, white shirt buttoned all the way to the Adam's apple. In the bullet comments floated by like a narrow nurse, he's killing my teenage crush for the 3rd time. The most heartbreaking comment came from a longtime fan. I used to stay up in middle school reading the novel. Now I'm watching the short drama while taking care of my kid. This isn't just a drama, this is my youth coming back from the dead, and perhaps that's why this pairing burns so fiercely. Guo Yuken brings warmth, Wong Hi Osin brings danger. Together, they resurrect not just characters, but memories, first loves, and every heartbeat we thought he'd already grown. Filming short dramas today is more precise than prepping instant meals. Producer Lao Chen spilled the real secrets to me. Back-end data shows that the top 3 triggers that make users top up money are face-slapping revenge, secret arrangements, and pregnant and running away. So when National Husband dropped a trailer that opened with a desk slam, a ripped shirt, and a tear-soaked divorce agreement all within the first 15 seconds, the bullet comments went insane. This concentration is so strong I need the IQ 3 times over. 2 is evolving at a terrifying speed. Last year, to shoot a wealthy family banquet scene, they had to rent a real hotel. This year, they just throw the actors into an LED virtual studio. The scene where Guo Yuken turns around in the grand banquet hall, that galaxy behind her, it's just a dynamic projection. The lighting engineer tapped twice on the keyboard, and the warm lights instantly shifted to an icy blue glow. 60% of the budget saved, yet the final frame looked like a cinematic still. But beneath the glamorous surface, the acting circle is full of undercurrents. Guo Yuken once got a little tipsy at a cast dinner and complained with a laugh, "Back in long drama crews, you waited 3 months just to shoot 3 days now? 3 days to shoot 3 episodes, and we still have to improvise half the scenes." And she's right. Short dramas are giving actors a second life. The moment Big Data locked onto Wong Hi Osin's monastic, emotionless face, the platform immediately custom-built a drama for him. Professor, Don't Fall in Love. On the day it premiered, his followers on Weibo surged by 300,000 overnight. But the real question now is, when Guo Yuken's lively, sparkling energy meets Wong Hi Osin's cold, steel-edged aura, can this clash of ice and fire break through the cliché formulas of short dramas? Can it rise beyond contract marriage plus CEO plus childhood trauma plus slow burn obsession and actually hit the audience where it hurts? After all, this IP has been adapted 3 times in 12 years. Will today's viewers still feel their hearts race for the same old recipe? Will they still scream for the painfully sweet, sweetly painful love that Yi perfected? The bullet comments are already betting on it. Some say Guo Yuken is the spark, others say Wong Hi Osin is the oxygen, but only together do they ignite the wildfire. So here's the question for you all: when her brightness crashes into his icy silence, will it create fireworks or a supernova? The comment section is open. Drop your real thoughts. I'm watching. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.